I'm Jade, and it's been a really long time since I posted any type of manga content on this channel. So today I'm going to be doing a manga collection, aka a tour of my shelves. As you can tell, I now have 2 shelves behind me and I'm in a whole different place. And it's kind of nice because now my mangas are spaced out. Currently they are in author's last name alphabetical order. Nothing special, nothing creative behind me. I do plan on reorganizing these shelves, but I also just spent like $80 on some more mangas, even though I do need to catch up on a good amount of these books. Since I did spend like $80 on mangas, I will be doing maybe an unboxing haul of what I got. A lot of my mangas are obviously not in like brand new condition because I do thrift a lot of my mangas, so a lot of it came like that. And finally, in this video at the end, I'm definitely going to do a count to see how many mangas I have in my collection because it's been a long time since I counted how many I have. Anyway, again, I hope you guys enjoy this video. So we're going to be starting off with my first shelf. And the first collection I have is Noragami. I have 4 volumes. And I only started getting into it because my friend Elise bought me the first volume, which I ended up buying, I believe, the next 3 volumes. I actually enjoy it. I definitely want to thrift more of it and continue the series. I just have too many collections, or not collections, series that I really need to finish. Kitchen Princess. The shine is making it really difficult to see. I have volumes 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, and 8. I am missing volume 5 and 9 and 10, I believe. I also got this book to add. It ended up being like a regular novel rather than a comic. And fun fact, this is actually the very first manga series that I've ever read, which is why I'm trying so hard to collect it. Next is my Wild at Heart. It's a 1 and 3 volume. And basically it's the same author as Kitchen Princess. This was like a cute, really short read. I definitely prefer this series more than this one. It was just nice to just read a book similar to the author. Full Metal Alchemist. I only have 1 volume because I already watched the entire anime series, so there was at this point no point in me reading the manga version. Plus it was kind of difficult for me to follow along in the manga. Demon Diary, I just found it randomly and thrifted it and I just shoved in here. I don't even think I bothered trying to read it. I don't even know if it's an actual manga. Spy X Family 1. I think it's my friend Donovan who got me that manga. I also need to continue the series too, but it's also difficult because I also started the anime with my boyfriend, so now I'm like contemplating if I'm going to continue that one. I don't even know how to pronounce this one. This series right here, I only started reading it because my friend did, and I was like, maybe it's a good one. There's a lot of content in this series to actually like read it. Reading it takes so long because of all the context and trying to understand the like vocabulary of the words. It was just a little bit hard for me. So I'm gonna definitely try to continue it. It's not gonna be one of my priority series to finish though. Next up is Maid-sama. I have volume 1 and 2. I've already watched the whole first season. Obviously there's only 1 season, but the manga does continue on, so I do want to actually get through the series because I want to know the rest of what happens, because unfortunately romance animes never finish the story. I'm sorry if I'm shaking so badly. Next is Bloody Kiss. This is, I believe, a 2-volume series. It's just a really short and cute one that I just added to my collection. I enjoyed it, and it's like cheap. Only 2 volumes to collect. So next is, oh god, Horimiya? I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Fun fact for this one, my friend Donovan, I know for sure my friend Donovan got me this one because he bought me volume 2 instead of 1, so I had to go find volume 1, which took me about a year to get it. Next is Cactus's Secret. This is, I believe, a 4-volume. This is a completed series, and I collected it all in like less than a month. They're all thrifted. Lauren High School Host Club. This one, I believe, there's more to it. That's why I want to collect it all, but I rewatched the whole anime, so it's again difficult for me to continue adding when I already know the plot. But sometimes the anime doesn't always follow the manga. Except in the corners, we have Captive Heart, Murupuri, and Vampire Knight. These are all the same author. I watched all of Vampire Knight. Is there 1 season? There's obviously only 1 season of it. And because of it, I tried collecting all of it so I can know the rest of the story because the anime never finishes and it's disappointing me. And then next is a 1-book one from the same author. It's Wanted. It's just 1 book. It's just nice to add to the collection and it was a quick read. It was nice. Next is Tokyo Ghoul. This was something I put on my wish list from my parents, and my dad got me the whole box set. But I believe that's of like the second part of the anime. So I obviously can't read any of these until I collect all of the first part of the book or the series, whatnot. And I accidentally freaking bought volume 3 of Tokyo Ghoul, so I'm probably gonna be selling that volume. Next up is High School Debut. It's a 1 in 3 volume. I know there's more volumes of it. I started reading it and I kind of like, it was hard for me to gain a little bit interest. I'm gonna obviously try to read the rest eventually to get used to it. Usually reading manga is not that hard for me, but this one was a little bit hard. Next we have Sword Art Online. We have 1 through 3 so far out of however many there are. I think this book here is, I don't know what season this is. I don't even know if it is a season. Anyway, this is one of the newer ones I got, so maybe I'll continue on. It's not one of my priority ones I really care to finish. Next is Ride Your Wave. This one, I actually watched it first, and then I saw the manga in Barnes & Noble, so I got it. Loveless, this was a random book I saw on thrifting. It was like cheap. I was like, maybe I'll try it. I think I tried it for a little bit pages, couldn't get into it. Now it's just chilling there. Fairy Tail. I think this is when I started trying to collect mangas in the very beginning. I rewatched all of Fairy Tail probably like 6 times already. Definitely one of my favorites of like memory purposes because my friend got me into it in elementary. So I have volume 1 through 3, 6, 7, 8. Basically those are thanks to my dad thrifting them for me before I even actually started thrifting mangas. So thanks to my dad, also for getting me into this addiction. And then I have 46 and 47 because this is before the final season of Fairy Tail actually came out. We have Fairy Tail 0, S1, I obviously need S2, Bloom, Mistral, I believe there's a 3rd volume and 4th, I don't know. The 100-Year Quest, I started collecting it to keep up. I am probably like 4 volumes behind now. This is my Lego. Assassination Classroom. I only have 2 volumes. I tried getting into the second one. I think I'd rather just watch the anime than read it, to be honest. Then we have Honey So Sweet. I feel like this is a popular manga, but I mean, I enjoy it. I just definitely need to get into the next volumes. And then we have One Punch Man all the way 1 through 5, all the way through, well, there's a gap right here. I'm missing 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And then I believe this one was gifted to me because one of my friends went into my room to see what I was missing to add on. But I've also already watched like all of One Punch Man. I don't even know how this collection grew. I think my dad was collecting them for me too. Hana Kimi. I have 2 volumes. I was interested in the first one. Second one I slowly lost interest. Definitely need to reread it and get back into it to see if I'm even interested again. And then my favorite manga series, Skip Beat. I have them all the way through the most recent of the mangas, I believe. Okay, so 34, I couldn't even find it anywhere. So I have the Japanese version. I cannot even read Japanese, but this took like 1 year of waiting in my wish list to get the notification to buy it, and I spent like $20. I believe this was before the English version came out, so now I also have 48. And Japanese, again, I cannot read Japanese. And then that book, because I bought it on eBay, it came with a picture book. So now I add that in my collection. One Piece was one of those mangas that I definitely started trying to collect when I got Fairy Tail up there. That's before I realized how many episodes are of One Piece and it's continuing. I don't even think I'm ever gonna try to collect One Piece. I don't think I'm ever gonna even try to watch the anime. That's way too long for me. Another random manga, I believe, right in the middle. I can't even see the name because of the tag. Anyway, that's just there. Wasn't interested. Now it's chilling there. Alice in the Country of Hearts. I thrifted this set of volume 1 through 3 on Mercari, which is basically where I used to sell my clothes. Now I sell it on Depop. So I got these books for a good amount. Next we have Blackbird 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way to 10 so far. I believe it goes to 14, 15. I don't know. The Witch and the Beast. It's out of order. Anyway, oh yeah, the covers of these are so pretty. Anyway, my friend Elise got me the first volume, second volume, third, and fourth. She got me this whole collection. I've read all the way to the third one. I haven't gotten to the fourth one yet. I definitely should. It's one of those mangas where it's a lot to take in, or it's definitely a slower read, but it's also really good in my opinion. Your Name, it has volume 1 to 3 at the full completed. I also watched the movie. Weathering with You is also another movie that I watched. I'm also missing the second and I believe third volume. I Want to Eat Your Pancreas. I already watched the movie. I just collected the manga to have it there. It's only one manga volume. This next book here, I read it. It's the same with Honey So Sweet. I think I thrifted them at the same time. They're like popular mangas. But I've already started collecting so many, so I'm definitely going to get to them after I finish one of my other series where I have way more volumes. Orange, I read the volume 1. I don't know if I read volume 2. I kind of forgot. And I believe there's a third part to it and a fourth. I don't remember. Fruit Basket is another popular one. Sailor Moon in the Corner. I have all of them. I have a duplicate of one because I was gifted the whole series even though I already read book 1. And then Sakura Haim goes 1 through 3. All the way to 7. I think this series also goes to volume 12. This is a series I'm definitely going to focus on because this was like the third series I ever started getting into. And from the same author, there's The Gentleman's Alliance. I definitely started that one, but I definitely prefer this series more because it's nostalgic for me. I have The Earl and the Fairy. It's a 4-volume series, and I enjoyed reading it. I liked it. I wanted to complete it. It took me a while to get all of them. The Water Dragon's Bride. I enjoyed the first one. I got the second one, third one. Then I slowly started dying out because I'm reading so many series. I also have Mission to Love. It's kind of like the same situation here. They're good. They're good mangas. I got burnt out, as you can tell from my channel. LDK. I enjoyed this one. This book is really good at leaving a cliffhanger at every freaking book. I only started collecting 4 and 5 for my friend's sake because she started reading my mangas. I let her borrow them. And she got annoyed with the cliffhangers too. And anyway, the last book here is Nana. And I saw my friend collecting it, so I decided to collect it too. I got the first book, haven't read it. Me being me, I haven't read it. And the rest of the books are just regular books I have here. Now that I've gone through all of my mangas, it's time to do a count of how many I have. 4, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 203 mangas. Anyway, that is my whole manga collection, and I'm very sorry that my voice was shaky, my hands shaky, and I'm definitely probably out of breath in most of this video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it.